Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw on 3rd down, Hoskins. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
We'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now it's still to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security period of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D has got to be priority one.
From the gun on third down, Hoskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
With an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Off the play fake. Whitman. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's got some space here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Another run here with Sanders. He's got it to the 43 here. The Eagles come in looking for an 11th win on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. They find some open field here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off play action. Whitman. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On a sneak, it's Hurts, and he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
Hurts! Right there, Hurts!
Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitman. Sanders has got it complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's a second down run with Sanders. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Operating from the gun, Whitman, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down. Hoskins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
final shot before break. Hoskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Another run with Sanders. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Whitman. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said. Brute strength, force of will.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Right back to Sanders on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Whitman. left side, complete. That's Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Whitman. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Looking to throw on second down. Whitman. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Whitman. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Hoskins. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. To throw again. Hoskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down. Hoskins. And that will be incomplete.
This is such a big first touchdown in this game. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Whitman. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Off the play fake. Whitman. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Whitman.
Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
The middle they go with Sanders. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Whitman.
Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he'll get it. He's off for a touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it will sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hoskins.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on third down. Hoskins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. But let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. Has some room to run now. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off play action. Whitman. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, Hoskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys that scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, you're going to find our cameras have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Eagles, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. What I gotta do, I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out the phone. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock them. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out of 4.
New toy, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. Was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental line.